Thank you everyone for joining us today. It's a pleasure to welcome everyone to celebrate the 246th Marine Corps birthday. Every year on 10 November, Marines across the globe, both past and present, pause to reflect upon our long history and celebrate another year of honorable and distinguished service. Although recent events have caused us to deviate from our normal celebrations, these virtual events still afford us the opportunity to commemorate together. Over this past year, we continued to see Marines operating across the globe, upholding the traditions that have been passed down through generations. Traditions like courage, discipline, perseverance, and adaptability. The ever-changing nature of our global operating environment has allowed Marines to do what we do best: adapt and innovate to win any battle or respond to any crisis. Just as we've adapted over the last 20 years to conduct protracted counterinsurgency operations, we too will adapt to the demands of the present and the future, while learning valuable lessons from our recent past. You and I won't know where future conflicts will erupt, but we can ensure that the men and women who wear this uniform will be forged of the same courage, spirit, and warfighting excellence as all Marines before them. I'd now like us to pause and recognize a moment of silence as we remember the 13 service members who lost their lives in Afghanistan this past August while defending our freedoms.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Marines and honored guests. For 24 years, this evening has been a New York City gathering to celebrate the positive impact the Corps has had on its family of Marines and on our nation. Over my shoulder, the magnificent Intrepid, a combat vet itself in New York's heralded Museum of Patriotism, sits waiting to again host our gala. I assure you, Intrepid, next year we shall return. But tonight we are virtual with honorees who are the shining lights of our Corps. Welcome, Commandant of the Marine Corps, General David Berger. Welcome, Marine for Life recipient, Managing Director, and President of Coin Fund, Chris Perkins. Chris, a great Marine, also co-founded the powerful Veterans on Wall Street. Last year, we launched the annual Honorable David Dinkins Vanguard Honor. The exceptional Charles Bolden, General of Marines, astronaut, and accomplished NASA administrator, is our well-deserved honoree. Gentlemen, thank you all, and Semper Fi. Today we toast our 246th birthday. We thank all who have served, and indeed active duty Marines who serve today. Many generous folks have helped make tonight a reality, particularly our underwriters. Fred Smith and Federal Express, Charles Phillips, Kim Foley, George Olson, Peter Fitzpatrick, Walter Anderson, Bob Parsons, SUNY Harford, Fiserv, Wonderman Thompson, Equitable Holdings, and Penske Media, among many. Immense thank you again to the Viacom CBS Veterans Network and Pluto TV for their leadership in producing and distributing our gala. Viacom CBS has been an amazing partner. Kathleen Gates, your design support has been with us since the beginning. Can't thank you enough. And thank you, Headquarters Marine Corps, the Marine Corps Barracks, and the Marine Corps Drum and Bugle Corps. We always shine with pride having you there to showcase the Corps and the birthday. And thank you to my partners, retired NYPD captain and actor extraordinaire Joe Lisi. Joe now also is the proprietor of the reopened Bardo on West 46th Street. And my co-chairs, amazing Marines and friends. Zach Iskol founded the Headstrong Project in 2012 to help service members and their families address mental health issues. And Jake Wood, Jake co-founded the amazing Team Rubicon a decade ago. Jake's team mobilizes the veterans community to provide relief and humanitarian support when and where disasters strike. Another amazing example of practiced Marine leadership. And now Jake adds to his resume the role of inspired entrepreneur as CEO of Groundswell. So with that, I pass the baton to my brother, my partner, the entrepreneur, Jake Wood.
Jerry, thank you for your kind introduction and for your leadership on this event. For 24 years, you have provided Marines in this great American city with a celebration that is worthy of our Corps' illustrious history. You have taken our motto, Semper Fidelis, always faithful, and lived it through your more than 2 decades of work on this event, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. General Berger, thank you for your continued leadership of our Marines at home and abroad. The past several years have brought immense challenges and pressures to our Corps and its values, many of them not posed by our enemies on foreign battlefields. There's been no playbook for navigating the recent social upheaval we've witnessed beyond our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. My gratitude for your use of them to keep our Marine Corps ready, willing, and able. To all the Marines watching from around the world, events of the past several months have been difficult to watch. Our withdrawal from Afghanistan marked the end of the longest conflict in our history. It was not the ending we'd hoped for, but all the way until the very end, our Marines demonstrated the grit, tenacity, and courage we would expect, securing Kabul's airport and executing the most remarkable evacuation in history. The mission was a clear reminder that over the course of 2 decades, our Marines never failed at the pointed end of the spear, where we consistently met the enemy with violence and the people with compassion. No better friend, no worse enemy. And to our fallen brothers and sisters who gave the last full measure of devotion, thank you for your sacrifice. To Charles Bolden, I want to extend my admiration for your trailblazing career. We created the David Dinkins Vanguard Award to celebrate those Marines that broke boundaries and ushered in new eras. Marines wondering about your qualifications for this award should look no further than your Wikipedia page, which indicates that when your initial nomination request for the Naval Academy was denied by an avowed segregationist, Senator Strom Thurmond, you appealed directly to President Lyndon Johnson, who had a recruiter sent to your home. How about that for skipping the chain of command? Later, your career as an astronaut convinced an entire generation of Marines that they could dream of being more than just a bunch of knuckle draggers like me. Thank you for proving that we don't all eat crayons. But in all seriousness, your career and life are an inspiration and represent the best of our Corps. To Chris Perkins, a dear friend and mentor, few have remained as dedicated to their brothers in arms as you. I have personally witnessed you move mountains to assist Marines that you've never met professionally, break into industries they never imagined they could qualify for. You seemed to single-handedly convince Wall Street to place value in our veterans' atypical experience. And the result is a generation of veterans turned finance professionals who have you to thank. Further, I can't help but thank you for your tireless support of Team Rubicon, where you served on the board of directors for 4 years. With you, I always knew I had a trusted advisor that I could turn to in those moments every CEO faces. Thank you for the wise counsel, and congratulations on being this year's Marine for Life. Speaking of Team Rubicon, I'm honored that this evening will once again support its work and that of the Headstrong Project. The events of the past year and a half have put Team Rubicon's work front and center in the fight against disasters, crises, and COVID-19. Our organization was founded on a very simple idea, that we could build the best disaster response organization in the world by recruiting the men and women who have served our nation in uniform and mobilizing them for a new mission to respond to crisis. Over the past year, the military veterans of Team Rubicon, many of them Marines, have responded to crises in hundreds of communities throughout the U.S. and all around the world. Not only did we continue to meet our standard mission by responding to natural disasters like hurricanes throughout the South, an earthquake in Haiti, and floods, fires, and tornadoes throughout the country, but we rose to the challenge presented unexpectedly by COVID-19. Our medical teams treated nearly 10,000 patients in Navajo Nation. Our volunteers packaged and delivered over 60 million pounds of food, executed over 100,000 mobile COVID tests, and facilitated nearly 2 million life-saving vaccinations. Moreover, when the world needed our help with COVID in places like Papua New Guinea, Mongolia, and Uganda, we answered the call. But perhaps my proudest moment came when senior officials in the Pentagon called me with a special request. Would Team Rubicon help lead Afghan resettlement efforts here at home? As a veteran of Afghanistan myself, I was deeply moved by the opportunity to help these Afghan families fleeing the Taliban, and have watched with pride as Team Rubicon has assisted at over a dozen military facilities throughout the United States. Of course, the events of these past few months have also caused many of our brothers and sisters great distress. Many of them have sought help as they deal with the psychological and emotional toll of watching what's transpired in Afghanistan. That's why I'm so honored to introduce my good friend, Zach Iskel, founder and chairman of the Headstrong Project, an incredible organization serving our Marines and veterans by helping them get the mental health resources they need and deserve. Zach, over to you.
Happy birthday, Marines. It's such an honor and a privilege to be able to host again this year's Marine Corps Birthday Ball, along with my good friends Jerry Byrne and Jake Wood. I want to start by just saying thank you to all of you for supporting the work of the Headstrong Project, which is now caring for nearly 1,000 veterans and service members a week, ensuring that they receive the world-class, cost and bureaucracy-free mental health care that they need to recover from their hidden wounds and to get back to the best versions of themselves. If you or someone you know or love is hurting or suffering, please reach out at getheadstrong.org. The care is completely confidential, completely cost-free, completely bureaucracy-free, and most importantly, it is highly effective. And I also want to thank you for supporting our friends over at Team Rubicon. I met my wife volunteering with them. TR has never failed to answer the call in any climb or place, or regardless of the disaster. And lastly, a hearty congratulations to General Charles Bolden, this year's recipient of the David Dinkins Vanguard Honor, and to my good friend Chris Perkins, the recipient of our Marine for Life Award. Both of you are personal heroes of mine for your work and accomplishments in and out of the service, and most importantly, for all you do for our community. Thank you. And lastly, in this time of division and divisiveness, I hope we can all take a moment this birthday and remember that there is so much more that unites us as Americans and as Marines than divides us. So happy birthday, Marines, and Semper Fi.
Hi, everybody. Drew Carey here. Happy 246th birthday, Marines. So happy to be here to celebrate with you. This is our 246th birthday, but did you know it's also the 100th anniversary of the Corps' official birthday celebration? It all started in 1921 when the 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, that's General John Lejeune, from Camp Lejeune fame, issued an order stating that every November 10th, a proclamation should be read to the entire command detailing the proud history and honorable mission of the United States Marine Corps. Over the years, that reading has grown into a celebration, the annual Marine Corps Birthday Ball, with a deeply meaningful cake-cutting ceremony as its centerpiece. It's my privilege to now hand things over to Marine Corps headquarters for this year's cake cutting. General Berger, you better save me a piece, all right? Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Commandant and Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, welcome to the Marine Corps Cake Cutting Ceremony, celebrating the 246th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. Please rise for the arrival of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by for honors to the Commandant of the Marine Corps, General David H. Berger. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. On 1 November 1921, the 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, Lieutenant General John A. Lejeune, directed that a reminder of the honorable service of the Corps be published by every command to all Marines around the globe on the birthday of the Corps. Since that day, Marines have continued to distinguish themselves on many battlefields and foreign shores, in war and peace. On this birthday of the Corps, therefore, in compliance with the will of our 13th Commandant, Article 38 of the Marine Corps Manual, edition of 1921, is republished as follows.
On November 10th, 1775, a Corps of Marines was created by a resolution of the Continental Congress. Since that date, many thousand men have borne the name Marine. In memory of them, it is fitting that we who are Marines should commemorate the birthday of our Corps by calling to mind the glories of its long and illustrious history. The record of our Corps is one which will bear comparison with that of the most famous military organizations in the world's history. During 90 of the 146 years of its existence, the Marine Corps has been in action against the nation's foes. From the Battle of Trenton to the Argonne, Marines have won foremost honors in war and in the long eras of tranquility at home. Generation after generation of Marines have grown gray in war in both hemispheres and in every corner of the 7 seas, so that our country and its citizens might enjoy peace and security. In every battle and skirmish since the birth of our Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion until the term Marine has come to signify all that is highest in military efficiency and soldierly virtue. This high name of distinction and soldierly repute we who are Marines today have received from those who have preceded us in the Corps. With it, we have also received from them the eternal spirit, which has animated our Corps from generation to generation and has been the distinguishing mark of the Marines in every age. So long as that spirit continues to flourish, Marines will be found equal to every emergency in the future, as they have been in the past. And the men of our nation will regard us as worthy successors to the long line of illustrious men who served as soldiers of the sea since the founding of the Corps.
This inspiring message of our 13th Commandant has left its mark in the hearts and minds of Marines. By deed and act, from Bella Wood to the Argonne, from Guadalcanal to Iwo Jima, from Incheon to the Korean Armistice, in interventions from Lebanon to the Dominican Republic, from the opening battles in Vietnam to Grenada, Panama, and Kuwait, and from operations in Somalia and Kosovo to those in Iraq and Afghanistan, Marines have continued to epitomize those qualities which are their legacy. The success they have achieved in combat and the faith they have borne in peace will endure. The Commandant and our many friends have added their hearty praise and congratulations on this, our 246th birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the Marine Corps birthday cake. One tradition of the Marine birthday is the cake cutting ceremony. This ceremony is important to all Marines as it is an annual renewal of each Marine's commitment to the Corps and the Corps' commitment to our nation's quest for peace and freedom worldwide. The birthday cake is traditionally cut with the Mameluke sword as a reminder that we are a band of warriors committed to carrying the sword so that our nation may live in peace. The first piece of cake is presented to the oldest Marine in attendance as a sign of honor and respect accorded to experience and seniority. Our oldest Marine enlisted in the Marine Corps on 16 April 1975. She was born on 17 January 1947 and has served for 16 directors of operations, of which 3 were or are commandants of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 74-year-old Staff Sergeant Marilia Guillen Fraguero, United States Marine Corps, retired. For 246 years, our experienced Marines have nurtured and led young Marines to fill our ranks and renew our Corps. Our oldest Marine will now pass the piece of cake to the youngest Marine in attendance, symbolizing the passing of wisdom, knowledge, and experience, as well as signifying trust and confidence in those who will carry on our Marine Corps traditions in the future. The youngest Marine present is Lance Corporal Jonathan Steinbach, who currently serves as an administrative specialist at Marine Barracks, Washington, Headquarters and Service Company. Lance Corporal Steinbach enlisted in the Marine Corps on 22 June 2020 and was born on 9 July 2002. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the departure of the official party and remain standing for the playing of the Marines hymn.
Hi, Tim Matheson. There's a picture of me when I entered boot camp, a scared and wet behind the ears young man about 19 years old who had no idea how to get by in life and how to do anything. And I must say, those first 10 weeks in boot camp, when I graduated as a PFC at the end, taught me about brotherhood, about honor, about bravery, about commitment, and about fraternity. And I can't thank the United States Marine Corps enough for all that you do and all that it did for me as a man. Semper Fi. Happy birthday, Marines.
Hi everybody, it's Kristen Chenoweth, and I'm talking directly to my Marines. Happy 246th birthday. Thank goodness for Botox. Just kidding. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, U.S. Marines, and a big thanks to Team Rubicon and Headstrong for their incredible work. You embody the spirit of service and the eternal flexibility of the Marines.
What's up, Marines? Chase Rice here, and I just want to say thank y'all for what y'all do. I have two former Marines, Nondor and Kaiser, who remind me every single day, they work for me full time, that once a Marine, always a Marine. So they aren't former Marines, I guess, but thank you guys. I love y'all.
I want to take a moment to honor the 246th birthday of the United States Marine Corps and an extra special congratulations to this year's honorees. I grew up admiring my grandfather, a veteran himself, and the values he lived by. I have such admiration and appreciation for all the men and women of the Marine Corps who sacrifice so much to protect us. So thank you, Marines, and happy Veterans Day to everyone who has served our great country.
Happy birthday, Marines, to the baddest mofos on the planet. Thank you.
Hey, what's up? This is Kel Mitchell, and I want to send a huge happy birthday to the Marine Corps. Happy birthday. Thank you for your service. God bless and stay safe. And now for a song. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. God bless.
Happy 246th birthday. You ladies and gentlemen are a part of something that most of us will never understand. We'll also never understand the sacrifices you make, the things you see and do. But I wanted to tell you from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate you more than you ever know. As for me and my family, we pray for you. We send love to you, all the love and respect in the world. Thank y'all for doing what you do.
Hey guys, this is Brent Primus, Bellator fighter. My brother is a Marine. I respect you guys to the fullest. You guys are the real warriors for sure.
We want to wish a big happy birthday to the U.S. Marine Corps. Turning 246 years old is a monumental milestone, one that I know we are all thankful for each and every single day. For those men and women in uniform who have served and those continuing to protect us, on behalf of CW50, thank you.
There's so many ways that you can refer to members of the United States Marine Corps. Leathernecks, jarheads, grunts, but my favorite one of them all, heroes. Stay proud, stay strong, stay safe. Happy birthday to each and every one of you.
We're here to wish the United States Marine Corps a happy 246th birthday.
246 years of integrity, dedication, and honor. Thank you for your continued service.
And to all who've served, happy Veterans Day.
I want to give a shout out to the Marines, to the veterans, to anybody who is serving, who has served. We thank you so much for your sacrifice. You fight every single day so that we can live in freedom. And to the families, to military families, we love y'all, we support y'all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Hey there, Marine Corps. I hear it's your birthday, and I'm so happy that I can take a moment to celebrate with you. Happy 246th, and here's to 246 more.
To the U.S. Marine Corps, happy 246th birthday. And to all the men and women who've served, thank you, and happy Veterans Day.
Hi, I'm Mike Farrell. I was in Charlie Company of an Ontos battalion in Camp Hansen, Okinawa in the 3rd Marines. And I want to wish you a happy birthday. And I want also to ask you to think about all the veterans, Marines and others, who are living on the streets, homeless today in America. And while you're thinking about them, also think about those who are incarcerated. We don't know the lives and the circumstances of these women and men, but we know they served our country. So they need to be remembered and considered and cared for. Happy birthday, Marines.
On behalf of Viacom CBS and the Viacom CBS Veterans Network, happy 246th birthday, United States Marine Corps. I'm Rich Jones, and I serve as the company's Chief Veteran Officer, and I oversee the Viacom CBS Veterans Network. At Viacom CBS, we never forget our obligation to the more than 20 million living veterans in the United States, especially the nearly 4 million who nobly answered the call of service after the events of September 11, 2001. They have faced significant challenges as they transition to civilian life. We honor their service and sacrifice with our actions, and we will never forget the terrible and great cost. Freedom is not free. The Viacom CBS Veterans Network is a resource that leverages the power of our company to honor that service and make a difference in the lives of our veterans. For example, we partner with our legal department and outside counsel to provide free legal advice to hundreds of veterans and their family members each year, securing much needed VA benefits, providing high quality legal advice, resolving issues and disputes, all while saving significant time and expense. We partner with veteran service organizations as well as our industry partners to deliver hundreds of timely and informative live streaming events and network opportunities that benefit the veteran community. We also partner with the Department of Veterans Affairs and veteran service organizations to produce informative public service announcements that air thousands of times each year on our networks. We also work closely with our business partners within the company to provide career training, mentorship, and employment opportunities, which you'll hear more about later in the show. The Viacom CBS Veterans Network is proud to continue the great legacy of those who came before us, especially our founders, Mr. Sumner Redstone and Mr. William Paley, and in ways big and small, to do what the company has always done by making an unwavering commitment to assist our nation's veterans and their families. We are here to support their mission. Every day is Memorial Day. Every day is Veterans Day, and every day is the United States Marine Corps birthday at Viacom CBS. For more information about the life-changing work that we do, please visit our website and follow us on social media.
Hello, I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. When former New York City Mayor David Dinkins died last November at the age of 93, he had lived just long enough to see the debut of a new Marine distinction that carries his name, the Honorable David Dinkins Vanguard Award.
Last year's inaugural award was given to the first group of black recruits in the Marine Corps, the Montford Point Marines, especially fitting because Dinkins was a member of that esteemed brotherhood. For those of you not familiar with our former mayor, here's a short obituary by our colleague Marcia Kramer.
On January 1st, 1990, David Norman Dinkins, the son of a domestic and a barber, entered New York City's history books as the first and to date only African American to an election as mayor of the city of New York.
I intend to be the mayor of all the people of New York. This administration will never lead by dividing, by setting some of us against the rest of us.
He was a kind and dignified man who referred to New York's diverse population as the gorgeous mosaic, and he had a soft spot in his heart for children, all children, so much so that after he took the oath of office,
Do solemnly swear.
he said he would dedicate his administration to bettering the life of the children of New York.
And the measure of whether I fulfill my mandate will be how we treat those who start out in life during my tenure at City Hall.
Dinkins defeated Ed Koch to become the 106th mayor of the city of New York by promising to be tough on crime and more sensitive on racial issues. Yet his administration was marked by a number of polarizing events: the black boycott of a Korean-owned grocery store in Flatbush, Brooklyn, and the 1991 Crown Heights riots. Dinkins was known for his dapper dress. In the office, he kept his suit pants in a press to keep the crease and walked around in sweatpants, and for his personal toughness, in part the result of a stint in the Marines. Dinkins entered public life in the 1960s when he was elected to the New York State Assembly. He was a Democratic district leader for 2 decades. He became the first black to head the City Board of Elections in 1972. In 1975, he became city clerk. Then he ran and lost for Manhattan Borough President. He was finally elected Manhattan Borough President in 1985, and 4 years later, he won election to the city's top job.
During his tenure at City Hall, Mayor Dinkins also launched several world-renowned events that continue to this day, including Restaurant Week and Fashion Week.
And just before leaving office, he sealed a last-minute deal to extend the city's lease at the National Tennis Center, ensuring that the U.S. Open would continue to be held in Flushing, Queens for 99 more years.
The late mayor's actions helped steady a turbulent and troubled city, and he always governed with honor, integrity, dignity, and respect. Exactly what you would expect from a United States Marine.
The Birthday Gala Committee is proud to pay tribute to his memory with an annual honor bearing his name. You'll hear from this year's winner in a moment, but first, it's our pleasure to introduce Viacom CBS President and CEO Bob Bakish for a short message. Bob?
Thank you both, and thanks for that remembrance of Mayor Dinkins. Now, before we hear from this year's honoree, I wanted to take a moment to wish a happy birthday to the Marine Corps and to talk about our commitment to veterans here at Viacom CBS. Through our Viacom CBS Veterans Network, led by Rich Jones, we work with our productions across our portfolio of brands to ensure that our programming provides accurate, authentic, and respectful portrayal of veterans on screen and to provide employment opportunities for them behind the screen. Our veteran mentorship and internship programs have provided immersive industry experiences for nearly 1,000 service members as they transition from military to civilian life, and many of them have found full-time work within our company after completing their programs. We're proud to stand with the military community and to help give them an on-ramp not just to our industry, but to our company. For more information, please visit ViacomCBSVetNet.com. And bringing it back around to the former mayor, we're also proud to call his son, David Dinkins Jr., a member of the Viacom CBS family. Now, to tell you more about this year's recipient of the Honorable David Dinkins Vanguard Award, it's my pleasure to hand things over to another colleague, the anchor and managing editor of CBS Evening News, Norah O'Donnell.
Thank you very much, Bob, for that warm introduction. And thank you to the Marine Corps for allowing me to be part of your 246th birthday celebration. I want to talk about Charles Bolden because he was just 12 years old when, watching TV at home in the segregated South, he saw a program called Men of Annapolis. Well, from that moment on, his goal was to join the Naval Academy. And when he was old enough to pursue that dream, in 1963, none of his representatives in Congress were willing to nominate a young black man for enrollment. But Charles was not daunted, pursuing every avenue, including a direct plea to then-President Lyndon Johnson, before being nominated by a congressman from Illinois. When he was finally accepted, he was one of only 7 black men in a class of 1,400, and he was driven to prove that he was just as good as any of those classmates. Well, over the past 6 decades, he has proven that and more. From Annapolis, he headed to Quantico for Marine Basic School, then Flight School, and eventually Naval Test Pilot School, piloting more than 100 sorties during the Vietnam War and flying ordnance aircraft test runs afterwards. He reached an amazing 6,000 flight hours. But Charles, being Charles, he wanted to go higher, much higher. So in 1980, he joined the space program and was an astronaut on 4 shuttle missions, piloting 2 of them himself. By the way, he did all of this while rising through the ranks of the Marine Corps, retiring in 2004 with the rank of Major General. He wasn't done yet, though. In 2009, he was tapped by President Obama to become the administrator of NASA. That was a role he held until 2017. And since then, he has stayed active as an expert commentator on military and aerospace issues, including sometimes sitting right here with me in our studio for CBS News coverage of this year's Blue Origin launch and much more. Well, under his leadership at NASA, Charles helped further our plans for a human mission to Mars, and I don't think any of us should be surprised if he's one of the first people to set foot on the red planet. And so I am so happy to officially introduce this year's recipient of the Honorable David Dinkins Vanguard Award. Here is Charles Bolden.
Norah, please allow me to thank you for your very gracious and kind introduction. While I have a hard time believing much of it, there are 2 people that you made incredibly happy today, and that's my mom and dad, who are dancing on the streets of heaven listening to your intro. It is, I must say, quite an honor to be selected to receive this year's Honorable David Dinkins Vanguard honor. And it is also special to receive it here on this 246th birthday of our Corps. Happy birthday to all Marines around the world. David Dinkins, the first African-American mayor of New York City, many of you may know, was also a Montford Point Mariner. What is even more important an honor for me on this occasion is to follow in the footsteps of many of my role models and mentors who were themselves Montford Point Marines. The first to join the United States Marine Corps in 1942 after President Roosevelt ordered the integration of the military with an executive order. They served nobly throughout World War II, from Europe all the way to the Pacific, and particularly in Okinawa. Though legally eligible to serve, the Montford Point Marines found that they still had to fight for the right to defend this nation. They had to prove themselves. Many of the records that they established with the 51st and 52nd Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battalion stand to this day. I want to thank Mr. Jerry Byrne and the Penske Media Corporation for selecting me to receive this honor this year. I'd also like to congratulate my fellow honoree, Captain Christopher Perkins, U.S. Marine Corps retired, on receiving the Marine for Life Award. And always special thanks to you, Commandant David Berger, for being the guest of honor and gracing us with your presence for this virtual ceremony. You know, I wish all Marines around the world a happy and glorious 246th birthday. May you and your families stay safe and healthy throughout this coming year. To everyone again, thanks so very much for this honor. Semper Fidelis.
Happy 246th birthday to the United States Marine Corps. You don't look a day over 230. I hope I can celebrate your birthday in person with you someday, but until then, I'm sending my gratitude and my respect.
You always live up to the motto, improvise, adapt, and overcome, and we love you for it. Happy 246th birthday.
Happy birthday, Marines, and congratulations to Charles Bolden, a great man, a great astronaut, and the perfect person to receive this year's David Dinkins Vanguard Award.
I would like to wish a happy birthday to the men and women of the U.S. Marine Corps. As the Corps turns 246 this year, I think of the sacrifices for every brave man and woman now deployed all around the globe in support of their core values of honor, courage, and commitment. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for protecting our freedoms. And a special shout out to this year's honorees, Charles Bolden and Chris Perkins. I, of course, was never brave enough to serve in our nation's military, but your bravery is what makes me proud to be an American. Happy birthday.
Good evening, Marines. My name is Walter Anderson. Today, we celebrate the Marine Corps birthday again. We honor a new Marine for Life Award and the David Dinkins Vanguard Award. Very special men to receive this. So, tonight, happy birthday, Marines, and Semper Fi.
Happy 246th birthday to all Marines. Congratulations to our Commandant, General David Berger, for his outstanding leadership of our Corps. And congratulations to two extraordinary Marines, Chris Perkins, our Marine for Life recipient, and General Charles Bolden, our David Dinkins Vanguard Award honoree. And thank you, Jerry, Jake, and Zach, for hosting this event and raising money for these important organizations. I look forward to next year live back on the Intrepid. Semper Fidelis.
I want to wish the U.S. Marine Corps a very happy 246th birthday and a happy Veterans Day to all who have served. You will always find a flag flying out front of my home. Being the daughter of a lieutenant colonel in the Army Reserves, I have much admiration and a lot of appreciation for all the men and women of the Marine Corps. A deep, heartfelt thank you for keeping all of us safe. I also want to say congratulations to Chris Perkins and Charles Bolden. You exemplify the honor and integrity the Marine Corps stands for. So thank you.
Happy birthday, Marine Corps. Thank you guys for your service, past and present, and I hope you guys stay safe. You continue to do your thing to protect America.
Happy 246th birthday, Marine Corps. My name is Tim Montana. I never served, but my tour manager served. My grandfather served, both Marines. Currently writing a song about Presley O'Bannon from a gentleman I met by the name of General Jerry Humble from the Marine Corps. So I've learned a lot about your guys' history. You've been great from the beginning. Stay safe out there. Godspeed. Happy birthday.
Hey, I'm Tuffy Stone, barbecue Hall of Famer, 6-time world champion, and the most important thing, active duty Marine from 1982 to 1986. I want to thank the Marine Corps for all that you instilled in me and wish you a very happy birthday. 246 years. Hoorah!
I've spent a lot of time around the military. I have a lot of friends in the military, and my respect for you guys knows no bounds. I just wanted to thank you all so much for your service and your sacrifice. Know that I am thinking about you, and I hope I get to meet you in person soon. But until then, thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to pursue my dreams safely.
Yo, happy birthday to the men and women of the Marine Corps. We appreciate y'all so much. Keep doing what you do and stay safe out there.
Happy 246th birthday to U.S. Marines. I hate we can't be here in person this year, but hopefully next year we can catch back up. And I just wanted to say, enjoy your day, Devil Dogs.
Shout out to the Marine Corps. What you stand for, service, sacrifice, dedication, and respect. It's an honor for me to say happy birthday, 246 years old.
When our nation called, Marines were there to defend her.
U.S. officials increasingly worried by the hour.
But our enemies now pose an ever-growing threat to America and our way of life.
Another U.S. Navy warship now in place tonight off the coast. About 250 Marines.
The Marine Corps must be prepared to fight and win. Tonight, Marines around the world proudly celebrate 246 years of defending our great nation. Our warrior lineage and the battles that have been fought and won across generations have become legend. Throughout the centuries, the Marine Corps' relentless pursuit of excellence is unchanged. We are still made from the same grit and steel, with the same moral instincts and the same unending will to fight. Marines remain physically, mentally, and emotionally tough, forged in the crucible to overcome fear and adversity. In these ways, the Corps and the lifelong faith we place in each other is proudly unchanging.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way!
On the 11th day of September 2001, our country was attacked.
And the people who knocked these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Like the attack on Pearl Harbor 60 years before, that day changed everything.
Our Marines have fought and won in hostile places like Anbar, Singin, Fallujah, Helmand, Mosul. We earned our reputation as an elite counterinsurgency force, but that remains only a part of who we are.
After 5 days of heavy fighting, Marines raised our beloved American flag atop of Mount Zerbachi.
What Marines are, what Marines have always been, is amphibious warfighters. And the changing battle now requires us to return to our origins, relying on foundations built by the Marines that came before us. The Marine Corps' identity remains the same. Our infantry battalions will remain at the center of what we do, and the Marine and their rifle will continue to be one of the deadliest weapons on the battlefield. But being ready now requires us to return to the seas and shores of maritime terrain.
The history of the Marine Corps is marked by a series of paradigm shifts, and this is one of them. The hard-won lessons of Iraq and Afghanistan and the blood Marines have shed there will not soon be forgotten. We're using the lessons of our past combined with the weapons of the future to reimagine our warfighting capabilities through continuous adaptation and experimentation.
Marines around the globe, Marines like you, are a vital part of this effort. Your ideas, your feedback will be key to moving the Marine Corps into the future and ensure that we will continue our legacy of winning battles.
And to the Marines who have served our nation and returned home to continue to fight and win battles of a different kind in their own communities, we thank you.
As Marine brothers and sisters, Semper Fidelis is a pledge that we promise to live by. The work of our Marine veterans is a living testament to the faith Marines keep with each other, with our Corps, and with our country. The next generation of Marines may operate differently and in different places than the Marines who wear the Eagle Globe and Anchor today. But they will join a long and proud heritage of Marine fighters who have never turned from a threat, never turned from an enemy. We will always remain most ready when our nation is least ready, because we must protect our shores and we must protect our citizens. It's still going to be the Marines who defend this nation.
Semper Fidelis, and happy birthday, Marines.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli,
we fight our country's battles.
In the air, on land and sea.
First to fight for right and freedom and to keep our honor clean.
We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine.
Our flags unfurled to every breeze.
From dawn to setting sun.
We have fought in every clime and place.
Where we could take a gun.
In the snow of far-off northern lands and in sunny tropic scenes.
You will find us always on the job, the United States Marines.
Here's health to you and to our Corps,
which we are proud to serve.
In many a strife, we've fought for life.
And never lost our nerve.
If the Army and the Navy ever looked on heaven's scenes, they would find the streets are guarded by United States Marines.
Hello and happy birthday from all of us here at CBS Mornings. You know how it goes. Once a Marine, always a Marine. It's not just a slogan you've seen on a hat, although you probably have done that too. It's a mantra within the active duty U.S. Marine Corps and its alumni. You probably met retired Marines, Marine veterans, or inactive Marines, but unless there's a dishonorable discharge, there is no such thing as a former Marine.
And that's why the Marine Corps' Birthday Gala Committee created the Marine for Life Honor, which it awards one very special Marine each year. To be recognized, the individual must embody the U.S. Marine Corps' foundational principles of integrity, ethics, and leadership, making a positive impact serving their communities and making their brothers and sisters proud.
Previous recipients of this honor include former Senator Jim Webb, FedEx founder and CEO Fred Smith, two-time commissioner of the NYPD Ray Kelly, actor Adam Driver, GoDaddy founder Bob Parsons, and the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs, Joe Dunford. This year's recipient is obviously in very good company. And to introduce you to the newest honoree, here is a founding sponsor of Veterans on Wall Street, SUNY Hartford.
Well, thanks very much. It's great to be here. I met Chris Perkins in 2009, I think. He had just joined Citi, and of course, the first thing he'd done was set up Citi's Veterans Network, notably only the second on Wall Street at the time. So for well over a decade, I've had the distinct pleasure of working alongside Chris as both colleague and friend. Now, I love the Marine Corps. My dad served in the Army in Europe in World War II, and I grew up in a patriotic household where the flagpole stood proud in the middle of the front lawn, and where all 5 kids learned how to raise, lower, and fold the flag daily. And though Dad was an Army infantryman, I love the Marines. I love all the Marine Corps stands for, all of its history. I love that it's the best of the best across so many qualities. I started out preparing these remarks expecting to note the distinct characteristics of a Marine so that I could compare Chris to these high ideals. And then it occurred to me, I'd never met a Marine until I met Chris. So as it turns out, all of the high ideals that I associate with the Marines, character, loyalty, integrity, passion, love of country, commitment to service, are actually because I first associated them with Chris. Well, I did not have the honor of watching Chris serve his country with distinction. I have had the honor of watching Chris serve Citigroup with distinction. I watched him create Citi Salutes, a best-in-class comprehensive approach to serving the military veteran community. I watched him work at the forefront of new markets and regulations, motivating a whole department until he actually created a profitable business from a cost center. And I watched him take on full-blown remediation, earning the respect of the board of directors and the myriad regulators with whom he worked. I have had the honor of watching Chris serve his peers with distinction. Beyond the Veterans Network he created at Citi, he's been the driving force behind Veterans on Wall Street, responsible for hundreds, if not thousands, of new jobs for servicemen and women transitioning out of the military, and over $10 million raised to support veterans and their families. I don't know how many veterans Chris has personally mentored, but I do know that to this day, as I meet transitioning military, I have yet to meet a single one who does not already know Chris Perkins. And I have had the honor of watching Chris serve his family with distinction. Rosa, Xavier, and Kiara, all of whom form home base for Chris and share not only his energy and his intellect, but his commitment to service as well. And I have had the honor of calling Chris friend. And so it is my absolute pleasure to present this award to Chris tonight. Ours has been a wonderful friendship. And while I could have done without all the ma'ams along the way, I have never been so proud as when Chris would sign a note to me with Semper Fi. He is exactly that. Faithful colleague for life, faithful husband and father for life, faithful friend for life, Marine for life. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chris Perkins.
Suni, thank you so much for your kind words, ma'am. And Marines, happy birthday. I'm beyond humbled and honored to accept the 2021 Marine for Life Award. Thank you, Suni, for all of your inspirational leadership and years of selfless service to the community of veterans and especially the Marines. I know your father was a World War II veteran, and you've honored him spectacularly with your decades of service. General Berger, thank you for your bold and courageous leadership as you continue to position the Marine Corps as the preeminent fighting force in the world. General Bolden, congratulations on the David Dinkins Vanguard Award, and thank you for your trailblazing leadership and inspiration on this planet and beyond. To the co-chairs, Jerry Byrne, Jake Wood, and Zach Iscol, your steadfast commitment and leadership to the Marine Corps veteran community is without parallel. Together, through Team Rubicon, the Headstrong Project, or the countless boards you serve on, you have touched and improved the lives of hundreds of thousands, perhaps millions of Americans, and you continue to serve our country on a strategic scale. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. In 2004, as a young Marine captain, I was dropped into the heart of the Sunni Triangle, Al Ramadi, to conduct stability and support operations as I joined the storied 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines. Immediately, I found myself in the middle of very bloody and extremely complex urban combat. Every day for 7 months, we were on the receiving end of IEDs, RPGs, mortars, small arms fire, and suicide bombers, anything that the enemy could throw at us as we cleared the infamous Route Michigan and fought for the hearts and minds of the people in the city. I emerged from that experience stronger and with a renewed sense of purpose. And I learned just why the Marine Corps will take its rightful place as perhaps the most elite fighting force in history. Though I served in the Marine Corps for 9 years, it's been the Marine Corps that has served me ever since. When I returned home after that fight in Ramadi, it was the community of Vietnam veteran Marines who stepped up to look after me and the entire generation of Iraq and Afghanistan veterans to ensure that our experience returning home was nothing like their experience returning home. They guided me, and I'm forever grateful. And throughout my career, it's always been Marines who have opened the door for me. In the years that have followed, we've worked together to institutionalize the support of our returning veterans because we see value that they bring to our communities and our businesses. Initiatives like Veterans on Wall Street and now Veterans in Digital Assets are designed to make our industries better by filling jobs with our country's very best. Though the wars of my generation, Iraq and Afghanistan, have now wound down, the world is as dangerous as ever. The country needs the United States Marine Corps now more than ever, both as a uniting force for good within our borders, while continuing to serve as no better friend, no worse enemy abroad. Thanks again for this prestigious award, Semper Fidelis, and happy birthday, Marines.
As you know, we had an incredible premiere episode for the beginning of season 3 on Tough as Nails. We want to thank all the Marines for inviting us down to Camp Pendleton. For us to be on Red Beach was a true honor. To be there with Murph, our season 1 winner on Tough as Nails, was absolutely awesome. I understand that you are celebrating a birthday. So, 246 years, on behalf of everybody here on Tough as Nails, happy birthday, Marines!
On this, the 246th birthday of the United States Marine Corps, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for the sacrifices you and your families have made, for your dedication to duty, your hard work, and for your loyalty to our country. I'd also like to salute those Marines who have served before you, those who continue to serve, and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our freedom and the freedoms of those all around the world. To you, I say thank you, God bless, and Semper Fi.
To all Marines past, present, and future, I just want to say happy 246th birthday, Marines. Semper Fidelis.
As a veteran myself, I want to say personal thank you to the men and women that are out there fighting to keep our nation safe.
Hey everybody, it's Lil Cash here. We want to give a big shout out and a lot of love to everybody in the Marine Corps family.
That's right, Charles Bolden, Chris Perkins, congratulations on being honored tonight.
Yes, and happy birthday to the Marines.
Coming from a military family myself, I have so much respect and so much appreciation for the courage and sacrifice it takes to serve our country. And that's why I'm honored to wish the Marine Corps a happy 246th birthday. And to this year's honorees, Chris Perkins and Charles Bolden, a very special congratulations. Also, happy Veterans Day to all who have signed up to serve our great country. A big, big thank you.
Hey Marines, this is WWE superstar Jackson Riker, and as a Marine myself on his 246th birthday, I just want to say thank you, happy birthday, thank you to all the ones who served past and present, and also to all my buddies, hey, who are still out there doing what they love to do, serving and protecting this country. Happy birthday, Marines.
We want to wish a very happy 246th birthday to the Marine Corps and happy Veterans Day to all who have served.
Thank you to all the men and women of the United States Marine Corps for your service, dedication, and sacrifice. Semper Fi.
Happy birthday, Marines!
Happy birthday to all the men and women of the Marine Corps. And thanks for all you do. And thank you, Headstrong and Team Rubicon, for providing such valuable services. Keep doing what y'all do and stay safe out there.
From the bottom of our hearts, we would like to say thank you to all those men and women who have served, who have dedicated so much and have sacrificed so much, especially to this year's honorees. So happy birthday and happy Veterans Day.
Happy 246th birthday, Marines. It's Justin Melnick from CBS's SEAL team. Just wanted to take a break from work and reach out and wish you guys the best birthday. Thank you for being first in line to defend this great nation all the time. Enjoy your special day, guys.
My grandfather was a Marine Corps drill instructor back in the 70s, one of the strongest people I've ever met and ever will meet. Even though he was a Marine Corps drill instructor, I never heard this man say a cuss word. I seen him get up at 3:30 in the morning every day of his life and go out on the farm and work. I think that the Marines represent the strongest of the strongest out there. I appreciate what you guys do for us. God bless you. Take care.
Happy 246th birthday to the U.S. Marine Corps, which of course was started right here in Philadelphia way back in 1775. A huge thank you to all that have served. A happy Veterans Day to all that have served as well. Both of my grandfathers served in the military, one in the Army, one in the Navy, and the honor, the respect, the tradition from all of those who have fought for our country really gets passed down through the generations. And just a huge thank you and congratulations to all of you that keep carrying on those traditions in the world today. Happy birthday, 246 years to the Marine Corps.
Hey there, United States Marine Corps. I heard it's your 246th birthday. Sheesh, you're getting old. Well, here's the 246 more. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marine Corps. Happy birthday to you and many more. Love ya.
Marines, for responding to emergencies, whether here at home or abroad, we thank you for your service and protection. I hope you all get a nice big slice of cake on this 246th birthday.
What's up, you devil dogs, you shock troopers, you bad mofos, every one of you are riflemen. This is Neil Brown Jr. here, man, from CBS's SEAL team. First of all, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for putting yourself on the line out there. You're far better people than I'll ever be. I'm a son, military background, my entire family, all in the military. That's where I was going to go, but I got to play one on TV, thank God. So I'm so thankful for you guys. My father's a Marine, and so I know what it's like to have his Marine smile around the house all the time, just lighting up the air, and having every kid afraid of him because he's a Marine. So much respect to all of you. Happy 246th birthday. I'm so thankful for your service, your strength, your courage, your continued compassion for this country. So much of it goes unnoticed, and I just want you to know I hear you, I love you, and I hope it is a wonderful birthday. Have a great time, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Cheers to you, prayers to you. God bless.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being part of this very special birthday. On behalf of my co-chairs, Jake Wood and Zach Iscall, thank you, General David Berger, for being our military guest of honor. We commend you for your extraordinary leadership. Chris Perkins and General Charles Bolden, you are Marines who really make a difference. We appreciate your allowing us to recognize your enormous contributions. Thank you also to all our supporters and underwriters. You all made today happen. Finally, an enormous thank you to Viacom CBS for your extraordinary partnership. Your Veterans Network is a prime example of an affinity group that really provides positive support to a community. Congratulations, Viacom CBS. Well done. Next year, the New York City Marine Birthday Gala will celebrate its 25th year. We very much look forward to it and to seeing you face to face on Intrepid. Semper Fidelis.
Push the button.
All right, roll camera, Antonio.
Push the
All right,
button.
Antonio, you rolled the camera? All right.
Move over a little bit. All right, there you go. All right.
Take a little sip of tea.
Hey guys, it's Brent Primus.
Happy 246 birthday. Happy 246th birthday, Devil Dogs. Hoorah and Semper Fi.
Sorry, I'm screwing this up completely. Can we start over?
I thank you, and God bless.
To all Marines, past, present, and future. What does that mean? Did you hear that noise?
How'd you get over, please?
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate?
Marines, Marines, Marines.
How about one more, Bruce?
Okay. No, I'm good. And now I just have to do a... Why, you didn't like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, happy birthday, Marine Corps. Let's go.
Thank you, guys. I love y'all. Kaiser Nondor, get your together.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm scrolling now, so it should be okay.
That one, I'm so glad.
Of United States Marine.
Hoorah!
I like that.
You good?
Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marines. Happy birthday to you. All right, everybody, back to work.